Hey guys, so this isn't the usual video that you see on my channel, and that's because this isn't your usual video. No, this is a video that, if you're seeing this on the day it comes out, I should be, or we should be, Aki and I, should be in Finland right now, not in Aki's room. But as you can see, we're in Aki's room, Aki's house, and that's because of what happened just a few hours ago. We literally just got back from the airport, and yeah, we missed our flight to Finland. But it wasn't our fault. No, it was the fault of, and it was nobody else's fault other than Allegiant Airlines. Now, if you guys may know or may not know, if you don't live in America, Allegiant Airlines is like a really budget, cheap flight company like Jetstar and all of those other companies. And we were supposed to go from Las Vegas, which is where we are right now, to Oakland in California, and then change to Norwegian Airlines to fly from Oakland to Helsinki in Finland. Sounded pretty simple, right? We had a 5-hour layover in Oakland, so it was plenty of time for us to make our connecting flight. But the lovely folks, and by lovely folks I mean the lying motherfuckers over at Allegiant Airlines, delayed the flight for 5 hours. They delayed our flight to the point where even if we flew to Oakland, we wouldn't have made it onto our flight to Finland. And the way that it happened was just fucking infuriating, to say the least. So essentially what happened was we got on our flight as scheduled. It was supposed to leave at 11 a.m., a 1-hour flight, so we would land there at 12, so we would have like 5 hours before we'd have to board on our 6 o'clock flight. Really simple, right? So we got on our flight, we got in, and then we drove onto the runway, and then we just stopped. And everyone was like, what the fuck is going on? Nothing for quite a while, maybe I'd say 15, 20 minutes, just absolutely nothing. We just stopped on the tarmac. I'm like, okay, I guess we're waiting for a flight to go. The captain's thing comes on and he says, oh, there's been delays and we can't really take off to Oakland because of weather issues. Now, I use weather issues in big brackets there because even though the captain and the crew were saying weather issues, if you looked outside the window of the aircraft, you saw a bunch of other Delta flights, a bunch of other United flights flying to California, where there was apparently weather issues. So immediately when okay, this is a little bit strange, but I guess they're just prioritizing the more expensive companies and then we go after them. So maybe we'll be done in, I don't know, maybe another 15, 20 minutes. An hour goes by with absolutely nothing. Nothing from the crew. The crew doesn't know what's going on. The pilot is silent. No information. People start to panic, naturally. And then finally the captain says, they finally rerouted us to avoid the weather issues, but the problem is, because we've been sitting on the tarmac for an hour and a half at this point, we don't have enough fuel to make it to Oakland, so we are gonna go back to the airport and refuel the fucking airplane. Alright, this is kind of stupid, but whatever. As long as we can get there. We still have 5 hours, plenty of time. 2 hours goes by, sitting back at the gate. They didn't let us off the airplane because of safety issues. 2 hours, another 2 fucking hours on the airplane, waiting for the plane to refuel. No information. Nobody is saying anything. We don't know what's going on. People naturally start to panic because people are going to miss their flights. They're going to miss their connections from Oakland because there's a lot of flights going out of Oakland domestically and internationally. And in our case, it was international, so we couldn't afford to miss this shit. 2 hours pass, a total of 3 hours on this flight. No information other than some kind of weather issue, which we later looked up wasn't even a fucking issue. Then the pilot says, okay, we filled up the airplane, but now the airplane engine is too hot and it is too dangerous to fly off, so we have to wait for the engine to cool down. That's a load of shit if I've ever fucking heard it. Maybe the reason why the engine was so goddamn hot was because you've been sitting on the tarmac for an hour and a half, sitting in the Las Vegas sun, which is like 40 plus degrees Celsius, mind you. Just sitting there with your engine on, wasting fuel because of weather issues. No, it wasn't fucking weather issues, it was management issues. That's what that was. And now we have to wait for your dumbass airplane to cool down because you couldn't manage your airplane correctly and you couldn't manage your fuel correctly. So, the moment people heard that, people started freaking out. There were people coming up to the front saying, let us off the fucking airplane. I'm going to miss my connecting flight. People are suffocating in here. And the worst part of it all was not just the fact that the Allegiant staff were fucking lying through their teeth about the current situation that was happening, because every 10 minutes they kept saying, oh, just 10 more minutes and we'll be off. 15 more minutes we'll be off. 20 more minutes we'll be off. Meanwhile, we've been sitting on the plane for 3 fucking hours. People were seriously getting hurt. And by hurt, I mean, there was a poor old woman who was sitting in front of me who got so stressed out and so panicked at the whole situation that she started to get a stress-induced seizure. Right in front of me. I saw it fucking happen to this poor woman. People are saying, is there a doctor on the plane? You know, luckily there were people, passengers who were actually nurses and doctors. Luckily she calmed down. She was fine. She never got back on the plane, you know, for obvious reasons. But, you know, the fact that I heard one of the staff say, do you want me to call emergency? Do you want me to call 911? After the fucking seizure had finished, I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you fucking serious right now? This old woman is having a fucking stress-induced seizure because of your dumbass not communicating with us and lying through our teeth about the situation. And after she has gone through all of that hell, then you ask if she wants 911. Not only that, but there was a pregnant woman on the plane, there were children on the plane crying, and there was a woman at the back with a baby who angrily came up to the front and demanded to get off the plane because her child was suffering asthmatic problems. Because everyone was cramped into this airplane, no way to get out, and the kid was having breathing problems. Like, naturally, because she said, it's only a 1-hour flight, so I didn't think I would need my breathing apparatus for my child because I would just get on the plane and an hour later we'd be there. I wasn't expecting her sitting on the plane for 3 fucking hours and not moving, and nobody telling us what the hell is going on, and nobody letting us getting off this plane. Finally, after 3.5 hours, I would say, the captain thing comes on again, and he says, oh, we've prepared another plane for you in a few gates over, so everybody get off the plane and go onto that one. And when I heard that, that's when I just finally snapped. Because you could have done this hours ago. You could have done this way before there was any weather issues, way before there was any overheating engine issues. You could have just let people off the plane and just hang around in the gate. Why the fuck were they keeping these people on the plane, in this cramped plane, with this old woman having a stress-induced seizure, this infant child having an asthma problem? There's tons of people complaining and panicking that they were gonna miss their flight. No information. Nobody telling us fucking anything. So we get off, and then we get to the gate, but at that point for us, it's already too late. It takes an hour to fly from Vegas to Oakland, and by the time we get to Oakland, the check-in baggage that we'd had to recheck to get on our flight to Finland would have already closed, so we would have missed our flight completely. So it was already too late for us. So that's why we're here now. That's why we're here. Not because of weather issues or anything, not because of us, any one of us, but because of fucking Allegiant Airlines. It wasn't until a few minutes ago that I actually looked up, and there had been like huge news stories. Like 60 Minutes had done like an entire story on how shady and shitty Allegiant Airlines was. And, you know, the thing is, like, we saw people in the Twitter comments being like, hey, why didn't you, like, look up, you know, about Allegiant Airlines? Why didn't you do some research about it? Like, everybody knows that it's kind of shitty. And the answer to that was, well, we didn't book those flights. It was AnimeCon in Finland who was booking those flights. But I'm going to preface this huge preface by saying that this is in no way AnimeCon Suomi's fault. And I just want to put that out there. None of us are angry at AnimeCon Suomi. We are angry at Allegiant Airlines, okay? And this is where the apology kind of comes in. So what we've had to do is book a different flight to Finland, but unfortunately because of that, we are going to completely miss the first day of AnimeCon Suomi, and which is on the 14th and 15th, and we land on the afternoon of the 14th, so we're going to completely miss the first day. And again, huge preface in saying no hate, absolutely no hate towards AnimeCon Suomi. It is not AnimeCon's fault, it is not our fault, it is only Allegiant Airlines' fault.
Can I come in? Because I got some shit to say
Go,
about this.
go.
My time to shine. Okay, I've been sitting behind the camera because there's a lot of things that I want to say about Allegiant Airlines right now. Okay, first off, go fuck yourselves, because not only are there people that were having seizures, there were pregnant women on there were people that were wondering what the hell is going on, because every single time anybody had a question to ask, this is the pilot and all of the staff doing this, well, we're just trying to do this right now, yeah,
we're sorry. They said we're sorry a lot.
Yeah, they're saying like, oh,
you better be fucking sorry. We don't want to hear your sorry. We want to hear a fucking explanation.
Okay, you want to know something? Oh, first off, we got no refunds for this. No refunds.
No refunds.
No, but what we did get was vouchers, and this is the most beautiful thing. It says that we can get $50 off for any of our future bookings with Allegiant Airlines. Isn't that so great?
$50 fucking dollars.
Yeah, we can get $50 off of our future bookings. No,
and this isn't just us that we're talking about, by the way. Again, like, there were so many people who were affected by this shit.
Yeah, not only did we not get a refund, not only did we have to wait for hours upon hours for something that could have been dealt with in the first hour. They could have put us back at the gate.
They could have, yeah, they were like, there's a problem. Okay, we will take you guys back to the gate and you guys can chill out at the gate. It's not that fucking hard to do.
Yeah.
The whole overheating reason. Maybe don't sit in the fucking Las Vegas tarmac for an hour and a half. Maybe then it wouldn't fucking overheat.
Yeah, you know what? And let me just say that with Norwegian Airlines, props to them. There was this wonderful man that was on the phone with my mom as we were all kind of freaking out, and he was just saying, I guarantee you guys, you cannot make it to the 6:10 flight. I am telling you right now, if you come here, you will not make it into check-in. The time that it takes, it just can't happen. So what I can do is try and book you guys for the 13th, alright? So...
And he did an awesome job, by the way.
Yeah, he did
shout out to Norwegian Airlines.
Yeah.
Basically, what the situation is that, again, we'll be landing on the 13th, or the 14th rather, which is the first day of AnimeCon. So again, unfortunately, we're going to have to miss out on whatever we planned to do on the 14th. But we are doing our absolute fucking best right now to organize with AnimeCon an impromptu meet and greet signing at the con.
Yeah, so like, even if we're jet lagged, I know that you guys are
we are going to be jet lagged, but we don't fucking care. Like, we feel so fucking sorry. Like, not only are we fucking infuriated at Allegiant Airlines right now, but we're so fucking sorry for everybody who has already booked a ticket to AnimeCon, you know?
Yeah.
And I know we know from last year, it's not just Finnish people, it's people from all over Europe.
Yeah.
And it's especially those kinds of people and everybody at AnimeCon
and Allegiant
that we feel so sorry for. So we're going to do our absolute best. We will announce this on both Aki and my Twitter, on our social media.
Please go follow us.
So make sure to follow us there.
To please follow us on Instagram.
If you're going to AnimeCon Suomi this weekend, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and we will give you guys the full details of the meetup that is happening on the 14th. Okay. We're going to do our absolute best to do this for you guys, to do a meet and greet or a signing. I don't care how fucking long it goes for, as long as I can get everybody, okay?
Yeah.
Like, we don't care, because we feel so sorry for you guys, and we understand how much this must bum you out for, like, looking forward to all the panels and stuff that we had planned on the first day. But, yeah, this is our way of giving back to you guys, and our way of telling Allegiant Airlines to go fuck themselves.
I couldn't even describe to, like, you guys of just how heartbroken I was to know that the airline, that the only one that we can take, will land the day of the con, and knowing that we won't even get there till 5 p.m.
And again, like, huge preface in saying, this is not AnimeCon Suomi's fault, okay?
Yeah.
In fact, we fucking love AnimeCon Suomi. They treated us so well last year, and they're taking care of us again this year. So, huge props to Anime Consuemi. If there is any hate right now that you guys are feeling from our hate right now that you want to direct at somebody, it's fucking Allegiant Airlines. Never, we are telling you guys right now, okay? Never fucking book with their stuff. Never book Allegiant Airlines. I don't care how fucking cheap it is, okay? I don't care how much you say, oh, it saves me a lot of money. Do not book with Allegiant Airlines. I beg of you. I don't want anybody to experience what we just experienced today.
Like, there are a lot of reviews for this. Like, there's this one person that had a similar thing with the fuel thing. You think that after something that had to do with fuel, that would be such an important thing that they would remember about their airline, but they didn't. So either, like, they're just too dumb to remember how to do this correctly, or they're just sticking with this lie so that they don't have to tell people, oh yeah, we know that we're a sucky airline, and that we know that maybe air traffic control is doing favoritism by trying to make bigger airlines a more priority than Allegiant. We're not going to say that. We're just going to say the gas is warm. The gas is warm.
So yeah, guys, that's it for this video. I'm sorry if this has nothing to do. If you're not going to Anime Consuemi, I know this video is probably fucking completely pointless, but I just had to. I just wanted to call these motherfuckers out in publicly. Like a tweet wouldn't have sufficed. I wanted to publicly, with all of my ability, call this fucking stupid ass, retarded ass company out.
They did not prioritize this. This is by far one of the worst community customer services that I have ever had.
There is no customer service. There's no service.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
Sorry guys again.
I'm done. You give your outro.
Alright, yeah. So again guys, sorry for the impromptu video. I promise next video, you know, regular content as always. I've scheduled a fuck ton of videos for you guys this July, some decent stuff, some good stuff for you guys. So again guys, if you are going to Anime Consuemi this year, make sure to follow us on social media. Links to all of that will be in the description below. And you know, sorry, I'm so gratefully sorry. We're so gratefully sorry. We apologize deeply for everybody going to Anime Con who was looking forward to seeing us, but we will make it up to you guys, I promise. And fuck Allegiant Airlines!